Good afternoon, YTPC. It's Pipepool again, and I'm back with another blending video. Today, my good friend Roadkill Joe, just a fantastic artist. He's on Instagram as Roadkill Joe, had talked to me over the weekend and wanted an Irish blend. And I'm like, yeah, I can do a take on an Irish blend. Let me put some things together. I had to wait for my red Cavendish. It finally came back in, and we're going to build him a blend. Um, so that you know, I once upon a time, Roadkill had called me up and said, "Hey, I'd really like for you to make me a holiday blend." And he liked the holiday blend, and then made another blend for him that he called Deer Camp. So he had two custom blends from me, and we traded. I like a good trade as much as the next person. And what I got in return for making those for Joe, this wonderful, wonderful painting. If you haven't seen his artwork, look him up. He's on Instagram. I absolutely love this. I love how the colors play through it. It's just spectacular art, and it moved me. And as a bonus with this, and this one's called Melted Earth. It's from September of 22. Great piece of work. And he sent me this wonderful photograph. And I don't know what the exposure was or what, how we got the colors to come out. But again, you start to see the world through the artist's eyes when you really look at artwork like this. And I really enjoyed this photograph. I've been waiting to frame it. I'm going to frame it up after we move, and it'll hang in my office too. Right now, I just don't have a lot of room in tiny house living. But in the new office, this will get framed and hung up in my office because I just absolutely adore these two pieces of art from Roadkill Joe. So let's get started on an Irish blend for Roadkill Joe. Now, what I read about Irish blends and what I've looked up, they tend to be a bit burly forward and like to have something a little sweet in it. So if you've had Irish flakes, Irish flake from Peterson, that's a burley with Virginias and a little bit of Cavendish in it to sweeten it up. So I'm not trying to copy that, but it just kind of spawned an idea that I had for a blend. And now that Red Cavendish is back in, I wanted to get it into a blend. So here we go. So the first thing we're going to put in is Dark Fired Kentucky, because Roadkill likes a little Dark Fired Kentucky. And we talked about the blend a little bit, what he wanted in it and what he didn't. And we're going to put in and we've gone over. All right, now we'll take some back out. Try again. There we go. Now we've got the right amount. Get that up and put it in the mixing bowl. And then dark burley. And you all know that I have a proclivity for dark burley. I like how it tastes with Perique, but Roadkill is not a fan of Perique. So I don't put Perique in any of his blends. And now we're going to add the dark burley. Get in there. Come on. Come on. Come on. There we go. Yeah, look at that. There's nothing better than getting the math right on the first crack. And the dark burley goes in. And on this, then we're going to add a little red Virginia just to make it fun. Oh, please let there be enough. Don't make me go get another jar. Oops, too far. And in this blend, I'm actually making a jar for me and a jar for Roadkill. So it's a 4-ounce blend that we're putting together. And set that off to the side and put it in the bowl. And then we're going to add a little long cut Virginia. And I've really taken a shine to long cut Virginia. I've got a couple of really good batches in it. I like it a lot. I like the dimension that it adds to a blend. If you haven't tried long cut Virginia, I think it is a really special blender. It doesn't go in everything, but I do like what it adds to a blend, and especially a blend that I think needs, a little something to counteract the burley that we're going to put in. And then we're going to put in some red Virginia Cavendish. We'll shake that in. There we go. And then last, to finish it off, we're going to add a little white burley, so we've covered some of the burley bases. We've got white burley, and dark-fired Kentucky. Now, don't tell the people that make dark-fired Kentucky that it's burley, because they get a little offended by that. But we know it starts out as burley. Maybe. There we go. And get it all in the bowl. Mix it up a little. And he and I were talking the other weekend. He had made a blend at home, and he had put a bourbon on it. And he was very excited about how it tasted with a bourbon. So once I get this mixed up, and it has, obviously the dark fire is prevalent. Just sitting here sniffing the 10 note as I'm mixing it up. But it definitely has undercurrents of the other blenders in it. And I think this is going to be another deep, nuanced blend. I think this is going to be right up his alley. And I think he's going to like it. I know I'm going to. I've made a jar for me, and I think I'm going to like it. So, get everything mixed up. And now let's give the 10 note a check. Boy, I do like burley blends. I can't help it. Although my great fondness for Latakia and Perique is well documented, a good burley blend is tough to beat. And again, there's not a tobacco I really don't like. There are just some ways that you put it together that don't make it very good. And I have a couple of jars of Doom, which you can see up in the upper, over my right shoulder. The Sutliff has now taken over my jars of Doom, because I really like those containers, and when you buy enough Sutliff tobacco, they send you the jars. So, yep, I think this is going to be a good one. I think Roadkill is going to like this one. So, Roadkill, if you're watching, I admire your artistry a great deal. I hope you enjoy this blend. It'll get out in the mail to you sometime after we chat this afternoon to see if you want me to put a bourbon casing on it, or if you're happy with it just as is. So, we'll keep this video relatively short today. There'll be more coming this week. I've got some more stuff coming on. We've got some exciting things coming up, which I'm not at liberty to talk about. There you go. Another teaser. So, and as we march towards our inevitable move to Florida, which will come sometime around the end of March, there'll be a little lag in what I'm doing simply because we're moving. So, there we go. Very happy with this one. I really like how it smells. We'll get it jarred up, and we'll talk to Roadkill and see if he wants a bourbon casing on it, and we'll go from there. If you have any questions or you'd like chat, please leave a comment below. If you like the content that I'm providing, please hit the like and subscribe button. I'm not trying to monetize it. I just want to know if I'm going in the right direction, or you'd like to see something different. If you'd like to see something different, let me know. If you'd like to have something made where I can make a video of it for you, give me a holler. Let me know. You can email me at Emerson Southern, or you can comment below, or you can just keep watching and we'll see what we come up with. Y'all have a wonderful day. Take care.